to know what rare item I found at Goodwill that could be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars? Stay tuned to the end of this video. Hey guys, it's Patriot Picker and my name is Chris and we're down in the eBay bunker today and we have an exciting video to share with you today about some items that have recently sold for us. We know you guys love to watch the what sold videos, and so we're doing our very best to get those out to you as quick as possible. So let's jump in and talk about what has sold. So the first item up is this Corksicle Color, and it's one of those items that you freeze the top and you stick this down into the wine bottle. We picked this up for 99 cents, guys, in one of our local Goodwills, and it sold for $9.99 plus shipping, going out to Dean. So Dean, thank you so much for your support. We hope you enjoy this wine cooler. All right, next up is this Euro Cuisine yogurt maker. Picked this up probably about a month ago in one of our local Goodwills. I was a little hesitant to pay $5.99, but opened it up, brand new in the box. Also, the comps were really good of what it was selling for. So we were able to sell this for $27.99. This is going out to Sharon. So Sharon, thank you so much for your support, and we hope you enjoy the yogurt maker. All right, many of you will remember the video, a couple of videos back, we showed how we picked up these tortilla bowl bakers. It's a set of two, and my wife was like, is set of two mean two's in here, or does that mean there's two sets of two? So we opened it up, there's actually four in the box, so we assumed that it was a set of two, meaning four together, although on the box it doesn't say you get four, and it doesn't show you get four. But anyway, we were able to pick these up for $2.99, and then we sold these for $10.99 plus shipping. This is going out to Sophia. So Sophia, thank you so much for your purchase of this. We hope you enjoy these, and they look like they can make your meal very delicious. Okay, once again, a more recent purchase for us is this Reader's Digest Family Songbook of Faith and Joy. And I do believe the copyright on this was 1975. So saw about four of these, and I picked up all of them, not of the same title, but four different types of Reader's Digest books at our local Goodwill the other day. I get these for $2, so we paid $2, and this one sold for $12.99 plus shipping. This is going out to Pam. So Pam, thank you so much. We hope you enjoy the song book and enjoy a lot of the good old songs that we don't hear much anymore. All right, next up is this puzzle. It's called The Old Bookstore. This is one of the White Mountain series. I believe it's 1,000 pieces. This particular puzzle we paid $1.99, and this sold for $9.99 plus shipping. This is going out to Allison. So Allison, thank you so much for your support, and we hope you enjoy putting this puzzle together with you, with your family or friends. Okay, here's an item that has been in my store for quite a while. I think we picked this up very close to when we started back in late September. As we knew Christmas was on the way, we started really zoning in on toys and items that parents would want to get for their kids. And surprisingly, it did not sell during the Christmas season. I had a lot of watchers, but no one ever pulled the trigger until now, today. So this is Richard Scarry's Busy Town, and it's one of those activities where you roll the mat out, and then it's got all kinds of pictures and pieces of the puzzle that you play with on the mat. It was a really high comp value item going on eBay at the time. We paid $2.99 for this, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. And this is going out to Christina. So Christina, we thank you so much for your support, And we hope the kiddos love this activity and get a lot out of it. And another item that sold for us a couple of weeks back, I have a sister who lives down in North Georgia, and she was kind enough to support our store and buy an item, and she bought a Bella Taylor women's purse. We got that out to her, shipped it privately, and I do believe that sold for $19.99. And we picked that up in one of our Goodwill stores for, I think it was like $3, and it was brand new. So that was a real good sale, and I appreciate my sister Holly supporting us. And now she's off my case. Yes, you've been on my case. I'm just kidding. I love her very much and appreciate her very much. And so, yeah, you just made YouTube, Holly. All right. Now, I want to mention how important it is to look for vintage items, antique items. It's one thing that I do a lot that I don't even really recognize that I'm doing. It's just sort of kind of programmed into my mind, and I'm out there and I'm sourcing, and I'm, say, going up and down the aisles of Goodwill, and I'm thinking, where are the old items? Where are the old items? I want something that is vintage, okay? So I'm really got my radar up a lot when I'm looking for vintage items. And this is an item that I felt was vintage, but at the same time, I was like in doubt a little bit as to whether or not it would do well on eBay. So here's what it is. All right, so this is a 1973 version of McCall's, and what this is, guys, is an American Recipe card collection. Now, I had to go through and I had to look them up in the store. I had to make sure that they were all there because there's a lot in here, and they're categorized, and the case that comes with it. You may not be able to see this, but on the top here is a little bit of a crack. So I was a little in doubt on whether or not to purchase it, but the condition it was in, all the cards still there, I went ahead and took a chance. I do believe we paid $4.99 for this, and we sold it for $21.99. This is going out to Marty. Marty, thank you so much for your support, and we hope you really get a lot of good cooking recipes out of this collection. So guys, just always be thinking about looking for items that are vintage, things that look like they could be from the 70s, early 80s, even back before then. I'm going to be talking about another item here shortly that kind of fits this category. So that is, I do believe that's what we have to show you for now. I do want to talk a little bit about something else real quick. These little animals right here, okay, these are called little people, all right? And they go to a set of, like a play set called Zoo Talkers. And I have quite a few of them. They came in a bag at Goodwill, a lot with several different animals included. And so, most recent, I was listening to one of my friends that is in reselling as well, and he was talking about when in doubt, piece it out. So you may be walking around Goodwill and you may see a bag of toys, and that's all that's in there, just a bunch of just a random looking toys like this. I encourage you to pick them up, open them up, and look and see what you have. A lot of times it's just, cheap McDonald's toys that, may not be worth too much. Unless, of course, they're Star Wars toys, which I believe will sell. But these items turned out to be really doing really well as selling in a lot. I don't have the station that goes with them. You can see on bottom they have like this certain kind of a base with some kind of connector inside there. But these are selling real well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably sell them in, I've got about probably 12, so I might break them down into 3 a piece and then sell those out and see how they do. So anyway, that's that. Now, upcoming video that we're going to be doing soon, I'm really excited about. I'm going to be hooking up with Commonwealth Picker. He's a local guy in my area, and so he and I are going to be getting together soon. He reached out to me after my last video. We're going to be talking about clothing and doing like a little short video together for you guys. And he and I are going to be doing a kind of like a deal where we're going to get together and trade some wisdom and just kind of see what's going on in the clothing industry. He's got a wealth of knowledge, and I'm looking forward to meeting with Kevin and seeing what we can work out there. So that's coming up. And then earlier in this video, I started off and I said, do you want to know what what vintage item I found in Goodwill that could possibly be worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars? Yesterday, my wife and I were out, and we weren't planning on doing any sourcing. And we just happened to be driving by one of the Goodwills, and I said, we've got a few minutes. Let's just stop in real quick and see what we can find. So we didn't find a whole lot. We did find a few items. But one item that I did find, I'm very excited about. I'm still doing research right now on this. If you know anything about what I'm about to show you and you have some knowledge about what I'm about to show you, please comment in the comments below. Leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I'm still doing research. Before I list this item on my store, I want to be very certain as to what kind of price to put on this, because you can find items and you have no idea what to price them as. You just take a guess and you hope that you get what you price them for. But here's what I found, okay? I picked up this book right here. Many of you know this story. We all grew up probably reading it, Where the Red Fern Grows. And it's written by Wilson Rawls, okay? But what I have in my hand here, guys, is a first edition of this book from 1961. Now, 1961 wasn't that far away. It's not like this book is 200 years old or anything like that. But what is special so far, what I have found about this book, is that it's selling for lots of money. Now, the value on this book is all over the place. It's as low as $20 and as high, believe it or not, as $1,000, $2,000. Okay. Now, it's not a signed copy, so I understand that if it's a signed copy, it can be worth more. This is not a signed copy, but for some reason, even non-signed copies are getting a lot of value. So if you know something about this book and it being a first edition, 1961, with a really, really nice jacket cover still on it, the book itself in really, really great condition on the inside, would you reach out to me and let me know what you know? And please, only comment if it's factual information. I don't want to get into, well, I think it might be worth, and I appreciate that, but I need some facts because, again, I want to make sure that I get this listed for the right price. And I don't want to be deceived. A lot of times we get real excited because we see something on eBay that somebody supposedly sold for, $5,000. I do believe that it wasn't too long ago that, Beanie Babies were done that way, at first. And then there was some other item, and I can't remember what it was now, that, people were putting up, and supposedly they were worth, thousands of dollars. And then it turned out to be, the Black Diamond VHS Disney movies. Everybody was going crazy about those for a while, and they turned out that they weren't really worth that much. And now they're all just sitting in people's bins in their homes. I've got several of them myself, and I even think I have some listed on my store, and they don't sell. So, good for yard sales. That's probably what's going to end up happening with those. But anyway, if you have any information on this, would you please let me know? I appreciate it. So that's going to conclude this video. We want to thank everybody who has subscribed. We thank you guys that are commenting on the thread and giving us good information, good advice, giving us ideas. I love the fact that you are participating along as we are producing these videos for you guys. You're being a part of what we're doing, and we really like that because it makes us feel like a family. Just recently, I was on Instagram, and I was going through Instagram, and you know how on Instagram they have these suggested follower folks, and so I started following this this group that is this is what they do, guys. They have an RV, and it's husband, wife, and 2 children, and they travel the country in the RV, visiting all kinds of thrift stores and Goodwills, and they resell for their living. Now, I don't know really all the details of how that would work. I don't know where you would store all your items, but they did say, in talking with them a little bit, they did say that they do pull a trailer, and they have a lot of stuff stored in their trailer. You know, it probably wouldn't take that much room to store quite a bit of items. You would just be in a situation, I guess, where you would have to, you know, pull a lot of stuff out if something was like in the back of the trailer that someone had purchased. It would have to be very well organized. But anyway, I don't know why, but I just found that very fascinating, and I'm kind of talking back and forth with these guys. And I'm going to put their Instagram link in my description for this video. And I encourage you to go and follow those guys. And they're also going to be putting out a podcast pretty soon. I don't think they're doing any YouTube videos, but they are going to be putting out a podcast. And so it's going to be interesting to hear their story and see what kind of success and stories they have to share with us. So this is Patriot Picker, and I'm signing out, and we'll catch you all on the flip side. God bless each one of you, and God bless America.